Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllDay back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be taking a look at two brand new Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse figures. That's going to be Joker, Titan, and Clayface. These are the Megafigs, so these are the bigger versions of the figs. So we're going to be looking at the color paint, the sculpture, and the articulation. But before we go into that, let's take a look at the box, because I know there's a lot of collectors out there who like to keep the figures in box, so we'll take a look at the box first. Now, right away, I noticed a big change with Todd McFarlane's figures. They changed the back, in terms of the box, I mean. They changed the back of it. So prior to this, they would just have one image in the center, and then smaller images of other figures within the DC Multiverse lineup. So let me give you an example of what I mean by that. There we go. I have here another Megafig. This is King Shark from the Suicide Squad. So if you notice, obviously kind of quite obvious, here's the image of the character and other characters, other figures I should say, from the DC Multiverse lineup, and now they just have one big image. And I personally like this change better. It just pops and just looks way much better than having it here like this. So that's just one image example. Here is an older version I'm referring to. This is Darkseid Megafig Gold Label. And again, look at the changes. So we got Darkseid in the center, then we have the Justice League figures from the same collection, and then we just have one big image. So that's one change that they made, and I personally do like this, so keep that in mind. So again, this is how the back looks. The side, Joker, Titan. This is how the front looks. The side from the Arkham Asylum games. Obviously looked at the back already. This is the bottom of the fig. And last but not least, we'll look at the top. Alright, now let's take a look at Clayface. We got the front, side, the back, the other side. This is Clayface from the DC Rebirth era. And we'll look at the bottom. Last but not least, we will take a look at the top. So that's how they look, how the box looks. Now let's take a look more in depth how the figure looks itself. Alright, now that we have the figures out of the box, let's take a look at them. So they all come with, of course, the typical card. So here's the card that it comes with. The Joker. It's basically the same picture in the box. And at the bottom it just says the Joker, Batman Arkham Asylum. And there's a description in the back. And of course a little stand. And for Clayface, same exact thing. You have image from the box. It says DC Rebirth at the bottom and information at the back. And the little stand. Now let's take a look at Joker first. So right away, this is a really pretty darn heavy. And it is top heavy. It does have the arc back. So keep that in mind. So in terms of the actual sculpt itself, it's really good, very detailed. Look at the teeth, it is painted. And in terms of here, the paint on the hair looks really good. I know my camera is not the best, so I do apologize, but I'm hoping it shows on the video just enough for in terms of the quality. Here's the back. The bones are a bit flexible, so keep that in mind. Then the arms, there is some articulation. Both arms. And the elbows do bend a little bit. And of course the wrist. And same on the other side too. Now in terms of the actual paint itself, it's really good. And in terms of the sculpt though, and detail wise, I think the Clayface is a lot more compared to this. So it's still good, don't get me wrong. I still like the Joker, but Clayface, well, when I look at Clayface, you'll see what I mean. So here is his right arm. You can see this, the skin is ripping. Probably looks like a muscle tissue. The bones, these are a bit harder than the back, so it's coming out. The color paint, and then the nails. Here's that torso. The nails again. The bones, the color, the paint. Now let's look at the legs. They do articulate as well, the heel and the toes. I know for this one's very stiff, but for this one though, here's a bone coming out, the skin ripping, the paint, the pants ripping. Here as well, the bone, the color, and also the back look. So Joker looks good, but Clayface does have something else that Joker doesn't. And let's take a look. So right away, there is some articulation in the head. The mouth does open, and even inside is also sculpted and painted. So good job, Todd McFarlane. It looks really good. That's something that Joker does not have. But what I like about this one is there's a lot of detail in the arm. So let's look at his right arm. So there is articulation as well too. But look at the detail right there, that sculpt. The skull, excuse me. Another face as well too. All that detail. Even on the back. You see it right here. It looks like it's like a hand that's been melted. Even the back of Clayface. That face, screaming skull, even that hand right there. So this is what I mean about Clayface having something different than compared to Joker. Joker looks good, the small things here and there that really make it look good, but Clayface is just way more detailed. Yes, it is a lot shorter, but you do get more detail. Now, there's one thing that I'm concerned about this. It's the material of the upper body. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but that's a bit of a concern. Nothing too big, but something to keep in mind. Here's his arm. It does move. In terms of articulation, there is, but again, it's pretty stiff, so probably because of the fact that it's new. All right, let's take a look here. That detail right there in the arm. So there's a lot more detail within Clayface. Here's that face right there. So there's more detail on Clayface than Joker, but it does feel, I don't know, a bit concerned in terms of it's going to break or not. So the legs do move a little bit. I think it does bend. It's a bit stiff, so I don't want to risk it. So here's another detail right there of a skull. And you can also put the stand on the bottom. And here's how the back looks. Another detail right here. Again, it's another small one. So you got two faces right here. And then the torso does have this rubbery thing. Even that also sculpted as well too. So again, I don't want to move it too much because I am a bit concerned because of just how it sounds that it might break it. But overall, they both look good. But for me, in my opinion, I think Clayface is a lot better because in terms of the sculpt, because it does have way more detail, as I mentioned. But I do like Joker's because it does pop and it does feel like it can actually, you can move it around and don't have to worry about breaking it. But I don't know, I'm a bit conflicted of which one do I prefer. Now for size comparison, I do have another regular fig. This is another, let me move this here. So this is how Intrigon would look like compared to Clayface. So this is a 7-inch figure, so you can just tell the size comparison. Now let me give you another Megafig. We got Swamp Thing here. And again, Clayface is a bit smaller. Let me move this arm. So, and another comparison is going to be Bane. This is the Build-A-Fig Bane, so just for comparison's sake. Obviously, Clayface is a bit bigger, and of course, Joker is a lot bigger, way taller. Now, for even more comparisons, you want to take a look at how big these are. Here is a can of soda, just for fun. Right away, look at the size difference. And of course, you got the Joker. Joker's about like about two soda cans. Clayface looking at probably just under 2. So, and yeah, these are the 2 figs. So let me know what you guys think. What do you guys prefer? If you had to choose one, would you prefer Joker or Clayface? Leave it in the comment section below. If you have any questions, again, leave it in the comment section below. Feel free to ask any question. And if you want to keep up to date and want to watch more videos like this, hit that subscribe button. And that concludes the video, and on to the next one.